I want to be real with you all. I haven't hit the $1 million mark yet, but I'm well on my way. And in my journey towards financial freedom, I've picked up a few key lessons that I believe are vital if you're looking to become a millionaire in your 20s. That's right, I'm sharing with you 8 money tips that will put you on the fast track to financial success. And if you follow all 8 of these tips, I'm confident that you will see a huge improvement in your life and financial success. So the first crucial tip towards becoming a millionaire is saving a percentage of your money, and let me tell you, it's never too early to start. Even if you're earning a modest income, it's important to get into the habit of putting away a portion of it. I know you might be thinking, what's the point of saving such a small amount? It's not going to make me rich. But that's not the point. The goal is to develop the discipline and habit of saving so that when your income does grow, you'll already have a solid foundation in place. So start small, aim for 10, 20, or even 30% of your income, and watch your savings grow over time. Now, the next tip is a common misconception when it comes to becoming a millionaire. Saving money is important, no doubt about it, but if you're just letting your savings sit there collecting dust, you're missing out on a crucial part of the wealth building process. See, the whole point of saving is to put your money to work for you. That's right, your savings are meant to be deployed, invested, and put to use so that they can continue to grow. Whether it's real estate, the stock market, or starting your own business, the key is to not just stash your money away, but to actively make it work for you. This is the key to wealth building and reaching millionaire status. When I launched this YouTube channel in 2022, I had to take a leap of faith. I wasn't exactly swimming in cash, but I knew that investing in my channel was crucial for its success. So I spent $2,000 on new equipment, software, and more. It was a risk, no doubt about it. But just think, if I had kept that $2,000 in my savings account, collecting dust, I wouldn't be sitting here today, earning thousands of dollars each month from my channel. The key is to put your money to work. The more you do, the more it'll grow. That's why I invest in stocks and I receive passive income from stock dividends. In the next 12 to 24 months, I plan on investing in real estate so I can earn even more income from my tenants paying rent. It's all about putting your money to work and watching it grow. Alright, let's be real. It's great to make a good salary, but what's the point if you're spending every penny you make? It's like swimming upstream, constantly fighting against the current. You want to be making progress, not just treading water. Unfortunately, we've all seen the sad stories of athletes, actors, musicians, and even lottery winners who earn millions but end up with nothing to show for it because they spent it all. That's why it's so crucial to make a habit of investing your money. Treat your investments as if your life depends on it, because in a way it does. By investing your money, you're putting it to work for you. This means that even if you're not actively working, your money is still working for you, growing and earning more money. The key is to make sure that you're saving and investing more than you're spending. This way, you're not only making progress, but you're also creating a solid foundation for a wealthy future. And so speaking of putting your money to work, the next piece of advice is that investing like your life depends on it is crucial when it comes to making progress with your finances. Making $100K or even $1 million a year is great, but if you're spending all of it or even more than what you earn, then you're not making any progress. It's a sad reality that there are people in this world who earn hundreds of millions of dollars throughout their careers, only to end up with nothing in the end. In fact, we already know there's people in this world like athletes, lottery winners, actors, musicians. But imagine if instead of spending all their income, they saved and invested a portion of it into things like the stock market, real estate, or starting a business. Their investments would continue to make them money, allowing them to maintain their same lifestyle. That's why the first step in making progress with your finances is to set up a brokerage account. Make it a habit to transfer money from your bank account to your brokerage account and start investing in the stock market. Along with a brokerage account, it's important to have a high-yield savings account. This type of account has a higher interest rate compared to a regular savings account and can be used to save for real estate, starting a business, or any future opportunities. Accounts like Marcus by Goldman Sachs or a Chase 360 Performance account are great options for high-yield savings accounts. As for a brokerage account, my personal recommendation is Webull. By using the link in the description below, you can receive 12 free stocks valued up to $30,600 by opening an account and depositing just 1 penny. Simply follow the link, open a free account, complete the application, link your bank account, and make a small deposit to start seeing the benefits of investing and securing your financial future. Now, my next piece of advice is that you need to get a credit card as soon as possible if you don't have one already. A lot of people have misconceptions about credit cards, but when used correctly, they can be an incredibly powerful tool to help you grow your wealth. I've seen it firsthand this year. With my personal and business cards, I've earned thousands of dollars in cashback bonuses and taken advantage of a variety of other benefits that I wouldn't have access to with a debit card or cash. For For example, I took a trip to Portugal this year to visit some family, and I had to buy a plane ticket, Airbnb, and many other expenses. When you're traveling, there are a lot of extra costs that people don't always consider. For instance, most airlines will offer you travel insurance when you buy your ticket, but that insurance can easily cost hundreds of dollars. And if you decline the insurance and then have to cancel your flight or encounter any other issues, you're left potentially out thousands of dollars. However, my credit card comes with free travel insurance, so I was covered without having to spend an extra dime. The same is true when it comes to rental cars. Every rental car company will try to sell you rental insurance, but once again, my credit card has me covered with free rental insurance. But beyond the benefits, building good credit is critical when it comes to creating wealth. A strong credit score opens up doors to loans for homes, businesses, and cars, all of which are important steps on the path to becoming a millionaire. Now, the next money tip is that you need to start making more money as soon as possible. I know I've talked a lot about making money on this channel, and that's because it's the most vital component of accumulating wealth and becoming a millionaire at a young age. Now, don't get me wrong, investing in your Roth IRA or 401k is still essential, and I highly encourage you to do so. However, if you want to achieve financial freedom while you're still young, you need to start a business or side hustle that you can grow and scale. I know this from personal experience. In 2019, I was working in corporate America and earning just $15 an hour. That meant my yearly income was only $31,000. I knew that if I wanted to live a life without limitations, I needed to increase my income. And so, in mid-2020, I left my job and started a music beat selling business. Although I was making a decent living doing what I loved, I wasn't feeling financially free. That's why I started focusing more on YouTube and finding ways to grow my income. Now I've got several YouTube channels that I run, and I make several $1,000s per month consistently from all my income sources. Okay, so the next piece of advice is to live below your means. It's important to note that I'm not saying to deny yourself of life's pleasures or to never treat others. This year, I did something I thought I never would do. I treated myself to 2 amazing trips to Portugal and Norway, and I spent over $5,000. Now, here's the thing. I can afford to pay for those trips, but I can also still live below my means based on my income. Now, if I spent, $10,000 on a trip back in 2019 when I was making $31,000 per year, well, then that would make sense. It's all about perspective and making sure your spending aligns with your income. If you're making $1 million a year, you can easily afford to spend between 10 to 20% of that, which would still leave you with a significant amount to save and invest responsibly. But if you're only making $32,000 a year, 10% of that only gives you $3,200, which doesn't leave much room to work with. So the key is to increase your income and adjust your spending accordingly. That way, living below your means will take on a whole new meaning and look much different compared to trying to live below your means on a low salary. Okay, let's move on to the next piece of financial advice: adjusting your savings rate with your income. When you're making a modest salary, it can be challenging to save even 10 to 20% of your income. But as your income grows, whether it's from starting a business or scaling up a side hustle, your savings should grow too. Remember, we're saving our money to invest in assets that generate passive income, right? So as your income grows, let's say you're currently saving 10%. When you reach a 6-figure income or even a 7-figure salary, your goal should be to save up to 80% of your income every year. Don't fall into the trap of increasing your income but also increasing your spending. That's not smart financial planning. Don't end up like Mike Tyson, earning $400 million in your career but spending it all, leaving yourself to work in your later years. Now I have one final and perhaps the most critical piece of advice to share with you. Protect your goals with all you've got. You see, the reality is that most people you'll interact with in life aren't as driven or motivated as you are. Many people have set their goals lower, or worse, have no goals at all. So when you start talking about your aspirations and sharing your goals with the world, brace yourself for the backlash. I recall a particularly telling moment from my own life that still sticks with me to this day. At a family party, I was chatting with someone about my life goals, and this person, we'll call him John, asked me about what kind of job I wanted. I told him that I wanted to make a lot of money passively so I could travel the world for the rest of my life. John looked at me and laughed as if I had said the impossible. He then asked, "No, really, what do you want to do?" I was taken aback, but I stood my ground and responded, "No, that's exactly what I want to do, and I'll make it happen." John's grin disappeared, and he said, "If you prove me wrong, I want you to come back and tell me." Years have passed since that encounter, and I'm currently sitting in my Airbnb in Portugal looking out at the ocean. I'll probably never go back to John to prove him wrong, but the point is that people will try to dismiss your goals from your family members, friends, bosses, teachers, or even random internet trolls. But you must protect your goals at all costs and never let anyone convince you that you're not capable of greatness. If you believe in your goal of becoming a millionaire, you'll put in the effort to make it a reality. But if you don't believe it because someone else told you it was unrealistic, it's it's game over. Now that you have a solid understanding of how to achieve wealth at a young age, click this video here to learn about the #1 online work from home side hustle for any beginner. I hope this video has been helpful, and I thank you all for watching. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you, and I wish you all a great day or night ahead. I'll see you again soon. Take care.